Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at stretching out the hips a little bit. It's a really short sequence, it won't take very long at all, it'll be less than 10 minutes. So let's get started, and we're going to start in the position that we're in already, sitting with legs crossed, spine lifting up. You're going to take the right hand to the floor, left arm is going to come up by the left ear, and you're looking to bring a stretch into the side body here. So you're going to check that that knee doesn't follow you up as you lean, and then maybe the arm can come a little further away from the body, or perhaps you can lean down onto the forearm. Checking that you're not sinking down into the lower shoulder, and the head is lifting up and out of the shoulders to feel a full stretch. Take an extra breath here. And then you're going to inhale up to centre, and then as you exhale, we're going to take it straight over to the side. Left hand down, right arm up by the right ear. And again, adjust yourself until you can feel enough of a stretch coming right out from the hips all the way up the side of the body. And take one more breath here. Inhale, coming up to centre. And we're going to take a really simple twist now. So you're going to come to sit with your legs out in front of you. And you're going to bend your right leg. Checking that as you bring the heel in towards the buttocks, you're not collapsing down onto the tailbone. You should be on the sitting bones, lifting the spine upwards. Even if that means taking the foot a little further away from the buttocks, that's absolutely fine. It really doesn't matter. So then arcing the arm all the way over, and the right hand comes to the floor behind you, and the left hand has the option of either wrapping round the right leg, or the elbow can come over, little royal wave, and then you're turning to look over your right shoulder. So checking that you're not leaning into the palm and collapsing down with the upper body. You want to be lifting up with the spine. So therefore fingertips are great because it discourages you from leaning into the back hand. Shoulders away from the ears, spine lifting up. And breathe. Inhale as you look forwards, and exhale as you release down. We're going to take the other side. So I'm going to turn around so that you can see. So the left leg bends in, you're sitting on the sitting bones, the left arm arcs over to reach the floor behind you, and this time the right arm is either going to wrap round, or if you're able to take that elbow over, then do so. It depends on the flexibility of your spine. And again, this time you're looking over your left shoulder. So your right foot is nice and active, toes pointing upwards. And it's almost as if the spine is spiralling, corkscrewing upwards towards the ceiling, a lift up and a turn at the same time. Maybe thinking about the lifting upwards as you inhale and the turn as you exhale. And then as you breathe in, you're coming forwards, breathe out and release those down. We're going to get ourselves into downward dog now. So coming up to hands and knees, taking the hands a little further forward than you would normally, tucking the toes under, and you're going to begin to raise the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Bending the knees here as much as you need to make the back as straight as you can. If you're able to begin to lower the heels, then do so. So from this point, we're going to take the right foot forward to take a lunge. So you might need to drop the left knee down, take the right foot forwards, or maybe you're able to just step that forwards without dropping the back knee. So let's start with the knee dropped first. So once you're here, if you just take a little tuck under with the pelvis, engage the abs here, just for a little posterior tilt with the pelvis, then you're going to start to feel a stretch in the hip flexors at the front of the left leg anyway. This might be just enough for you. If you want a little more, maybe you then tuck the back toe under and begin to lift the back knee up. Find where you can feel a stretch and just take a few breaths wherever you choose to be. Shoulders down. Checking in that the core is strong. Inhaling here. As you exhale, hands come down, step back to downward dog, walk the heels up and down. And then we're going to take the left foot forward. So maybe you're dropping the right knee, taking the left foot forwards, hands come to the front knee. And again, the tuck under with the tailbone, engaging the core. That might be enough of a stretch there for you already. Otherwise, you can tuck the back toe and begin to raise the back leg. So again, wherever you're choosing to be, taking a few breaths, making sure you're not tensing up anywhere. Shoulders down. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, your hands go down. Stepping it back to downward dog once more. Walk the heels up and down. So from here, we're going to take it into pigeon pose. So you're going to bring your right knee behind your right wrist. And then you're going to slide the left leg down and away. And then you're going to lower your head all the way down to the floor. And you can rest your forehead on your hands or arms. So just breathing here. And the position of this leg is going to differ depending on the flexibility of your hips. It really doesn't matter. You might find your foot is further forward, you might find it's tucked in a little more, but just so that you're comfortable and you can feel a stretch without collapsing down onto your right side. Take 2 more breaths down here. And then you're going to push down with the hands, getting ready for downward dog. Tuck the back toe under, scoot the knee forward, tuck the back toe under again, and you're going to take it up to downward dog, walk the heels up and down. So, same again on the other side, this time left knee behind the left wrist, slide the right leg away, and then you're going to lower all the way down on this side. Forehead comes down. And just concentrating on your breath and noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. See if you can let go of that tension with each exhale. So then you're going to take an inhale and push up with the hands. Place the hands ready for downward dog and tuck the back toe under. Scoot the knee forward. And then you're back up into downward dog. Walk the heels up and down. And you're going to walk the hands forwards, the feet forwards and the hands backwards. Come to sit down. So one last pose now, and we're going to take cobbler pose. So the soles of the feet are going to come together for this one. So you have 2 options with this. You can take cobbler pose seated, feet together. Maybe you take your thumbs in between the soles of your feet and you can start to draw yourself forward, maybe leaning onto the shins so you can help the hips to open gently. Just taking care though that you're again are not collapsing down to the tailbone. You need to be up on the sitting bones, and that when you do draw yourself forward, it's not in a hunched manner. Alternatively, the feet can stay as they are and you can roll all the way back to lying down, palms facing upwards, and stay in this more passive pose, which is easier to hold for a longer period of time. So whichever one you're in, you're going to draw the knees together, hug them in, and then you're done. So hopefully that's helpful and has helped relieve a little bit of tension in your hips, and you can always hold those poses for longer. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under Yoga with Anna. Thank you very much.